Three, two, one. What's going on? What's going on? It is about 10:09 p.m. and I just decided to do a live Q&A about Dan Locke's Tube Your Own Horn program. If you don't know, it's his YouTube program. And I'm going to do a more formal video later on, but I just thought it'd be a really good opportunity to just kind of talk to you one-on-one, answer any questions that people might have. FYI, I am recently an affiliate, even though I don't have an affiliate link yet. I do plan on promoting my affiliate link. So if you want to support my channel, make sure to use my affiliate link. I'll put it below whenever I get the affiliate link. And I'm going to be creating a whole playlist, trying to help you decide if this is the right course for you. And I'm an honest guy. I'm just going to tell you how it is, the expectations I got from the course, and who it's best for, man. So as people start coming in, I know it's kind of late. It's later than I normally stream, but I just thought I kind of talk about why exactly I entered, like I did the course, what exactly I got out of it, and who I recommend it for. Because I'll be honest, it's not for everyone. And I don't just say that because it's definitely not for everyone. And to have realistic expectations going into it, right? So if you don't know, I've been doing YouTube for since 2014. I used to live with a bunch of YouTubers. You might know them, like some of the JK people. It's not about that today, but it was really cool to live with them, and they were a huge inspiration. Joe and all them, they were a huge inspiration for me to actually start YouTubing myself, so that was really cool. That was my YouTube journey, and I saw them vlog every single day, and in my head I was just like, wow, if they can do it, why can't I? Because I've been wanting to do YouTube since, I don't know, 2006, whenever it first came on. And I would see these people, like the other day I was watching a Chani video from back in the day, and I was like, fuck, I could have been one of them, and I could have been that inner circle. But unfortunately for me, I was so focused on studies and stuff that I never took the time to really, I guess, go shoot for my goals and stuff like that. And by the way, I forgot to check my output. Yeah, I forgot to check my microphone. I hope the sound and all that is good right now. Fuck. Well, this is what happens when you go live, right? Sometimes you forget stuff. Hold on, let me just, oh yeah, perfect, it's working. Yeah, so fast forward like 2014, I'm like, well, what do I really talk about? I literally just have one vlog on my channel, and I start doing like a 30-day challenge that Barquan really inspired me to do. So I started doing that, but I wasn't getting that much traction, and I was just like, fuck, what am I expert in? And it was pharmacy, because I recently graduated pharmacy school, and I just thought I could be an authority in pharmacy and just like give real ass advice, just how I always am. Like, I just try to be real with people. And I wouldn't say it took off, but I did pretty well, like in the YouTube community already before I joined Dan Locks, man. And like a lot, like in the pharmacy world, a lot of people know me. I've helped tons of students, tons of people thinking about pharmacy, saved a bunch of people from going into pharmacy. At the end of the day, I just wanted to help people make a better decision. And ironically, that YouTube channel actually got me terminated from my employer and stuff. Some people just don't like that you have a following, and that led me into another transition where, I was always into marketing. I was always into sales. Oh, not sales, but I was always in digital marketing. I was always in the course business, and I was studying like people like Ramit Sethi. I did some copywriting for some of the JK emails and stuff when they were doing like Jump Cut Academy. And that is pretty much my story. That's pretty much my story. I started off this brand called Refugee Hustle, and I thought it was going to be an awesome personal development brand. And even right now, as I'm talking, I'm just kind of refocusing the brand, what I want it to be. And it's pretty much my personal brand. I originally started off with Joe, but we kind of split ways. No hard feelings or anything like that. It just wasn't it wasn't good use of his time. So I don't blame him. But anyways, so yeah, so then this leads me to how I found Dan Lok, and it was through his high ticket closer program. And I was literally with my good friend Matt Tran. Oh shit, Matt Tran is in here. I was literally in like at this place called Line Hotel in Koreatown, and we were just chilling. And I remember he was like, man, I'm gonna be working with Dan Lok, like I got this cool JV deal. I was like, oh really, Dan Lok? Doesn't he do the crappy like Win Chun videos? I feel like I tell the story all the time, but so funny. Matt Tran's in here, kind of weird, man. But anyways, he's like, yeah, just read his book. So I read his book, and thank you, Matt, for introducing me this book. Like, I know I've said thank you so many times in my personal life with you, man, but I really do mean it. It really did change my life, dude. It was one of those books where it just related so much to me, like my story with my dad and how much I hated pharmacy. And it wasn't for me, and I felt like I wasn't living life on my own terms. So that's how I found Dan Lok, because of actually my boy Matt. He's a really, really great guy, man. Who's here? So juicy. So juicy. Yeah. Anyways, so I take this course, and we were literally sitting at Line Hotel, and I was like, huh, maybe I should take Dan Lok's course. He's like, why not? I was like, oh, fuck. You know what? I don't even know what high ticket closing is. Fuck it. Let's do it. Like, it was so funny. It was like, that's how sapphire I am sometimes with my buying decisions. It's like I don't think twice about things. I just like go into it. But it ended up being one of the best decisions of my life, because at that moment I go through this. I didn't even know it was like a sales training or closing training. I found out literally during the course, but I think personal development through the medium of sales is one of the most transformational things you can ever go through. Because guess what? You talk to your mom, you talk to your dad, they're all fucking scared of sales. They think it's a really shitty profession. And what's really funny is that people that when I know this isn't about high ticket closing, but high ticket closing's all over the fucking place. Guess what? You want to buy a house? Who do you have to talk to? Real estate agent. You want to buy a car? Who do you talk to? Talk to a car salesman. Well, that's not the best example. You go to a corporate company. Who are the highest paying people? Consultants. Basically, they're corporate salespeople, dude. It is crazy. I was talking to my friend, my good friend Tom. You can check out his YouTube channel, Lessons Unlocked. But he was telling me what consultants do. I was like, oh shit, this is really, really cool. So I go into this world, and that's how I find out Dan Lok. He on the surface, and when you watch his YouTube videos and shit, they're kind of corny, man. No lie, they're hella corny. And the whole reason why I really like Dan Lok was because he's really good at, I don't think he's like a huge innovator of new concepts. What he's really great at is he's a great, what's the word? I can't think of it. But he's a great collector of great information and packaging it. And he's a master. I'll tell you this, he's really, really good at positioning. It's probably because of his copywriting background. Positioning, and I think he's a better marketer than closer, honestly. But they're very, very interrelated. Anyways, so I go through his course, I do pretty well. I wouldn't say I'm like the best student in Dan Lok's course, like his high ticket closing course, but it set me in the right direction, and it actually made me like venture into other things. I realized I was terrified of sales, and how that translates into YouTube was that I realized that I was so scared all my life of kind of promoting things on my channel, right? And I was scared of that, and for some reason I would never see the success that my other friends were seeing. Like I saw my friends, like I followed Matt since the early inceptions of Engineered Truth, man. Like I saw him blow up. I saw my friends Zach King blow up. I saw JK when they really blew up with JK News. I've seen so many of my friends, and other random people just blow up, and I was like, dude, there's something that like, and here's the thing, I love education. I'm watching all these videos on how to grow your channel and shit. And so I was like, there's something deeper, man. There's like a mindset type of thing. And I realized it when it came to closing, but I was like, I need something, I need skin in the game so I can take YouTube seriously like I did with closing. And that was my huge motivator, because I was just really trying to figure out how exactly, like, why exactly my YouTube channel wasn't growing. And man, I realized a lot. I wasn't like, I didn't feel very like, one, my content was boring as fuck. Like, it's not, I do mostly talking head videos now. People want to see me do vlogs and shit. That's not really my thing, but I realized my content was boring as fuck. I wasn't optimizing for watch time or anything like that, using playlists or anything like that. I wasn't looking at my analytics. But I think even worse was that I never told people. I wasn't like, I'm a kind of easygoing guy. And for me, it's just like, I just tell people, like, I'm just like, oh, go with the flow and shit. That's the worst way to run your fucking business. You need to have like conviction. You need to have direction as a leader and stuff. And I didn't have that with my YouTube channel. Never. Like, I never told people like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay updated with my videos. By the way, if you haven't done it yet, fucking hit the like button right now. And yeah, subscribe my channel and hit the bell. Fuck it. And you see me saying this a lot more now, because I realized if I want to grow, if I want to help more people, I need to be more proactive with my channel and treat it like a business. So if you realize that I haven't been really uploading to my channel, it's because I've been actually going behind the scenes and trying to reposition, like redo all my content, think about what I need to do. I think the most recent content I actually really shot was that In-N-Out video. It was literally spur of the moment. I was like, you know what? I'm going to apply some of this Dan Lok shit. You want to see, compare that video to some of my other videos. Pretty interesting. Literally have a homeless lady like fucking yell at me while I'm talking about how to get clients at a low ticket client place at a place like In-N-Out. But yeah, man, like, oh, man. So that was kind of my journey. That was kind of my journey through Dan Lok's, man. And I'll be honest with you guys. It's not like with Dan Lok's course. I've been doing YouTube for a while, so I know quite a bit about YouTube, right? And I do have, like, I've taken copywriting courses, I've taken marketing courses. So I'll be honest, none of the stuff, like I knew about pretty much like almost everything that Dan Lok really taught in the course. But you gotta realize I've been studying marketing for the last, I don't know, since 2014, because I fucking hate my job, right? So I knew a lot of the stuff, but just because you know something doesn't mean that you actually implement it. And it was really, really crazy. I think the most valuable thing I learned is seeing how Dan Lok actually implements these techniques together. It's kind of like, okay, I think the best analogy I can give is probably something like MMA, where you are maybe some techniques, some boxing here, some jujitsu, maybe a little bit of wrestling, but you don't know how to put it together and become an MMA fighter. With Dan Lok's course, I learned that, oh, he knows copywriting, he knows how to shoot a video, he knows how to he knows copyright, he knows how to shoot an engaging video, and he knows how to put everything together in one solid package. And that's why he grew so much. And if you're debating whether it's worth $2,000, dude, if you can't learn one thing that will propel your channel to, I don't know if you're going to hit 1 million, but if you cannot pick up one thing to grow your channel, that's on you, man. Like, dude, I picked up so much. And keep in mind, I've been doing YouTube for a little while. Like, I've had some videos do pretty well, not as well as my boy Matt Tran over here, but I've, like, if you can't pick up one thing, that's all on you. And when I'm like, I really think like if you are starting out with like YouTube, you want to learn YouTube or something like that, This is a great way. This is a great way to get all your foundations all in one package. And I'm not just saying that because of Dan Lok. Like I've taken really shitty I've taken really, really shitty courses. I kind of don't want to blow them up, but trust me, I've taken really bad YouTube courses too. So I would say the most valuable thing that you can learn from Dan, like I said, is positioning and marketing, man. He's a master at it, man. He's really, really, really good at it. And he uses that copywriting knowledge to make his videos so engaging and all that. So I guess like when I think about who this is for and stuff, I would say who this video is like, who I would say like this course is really geared for a lot of beginners, right? So if you're just starting out, then I would highly recommend that you take this as your first YouTube course. Yes, maybe $2,000 is a little steep for people, but fucking save for it, man. You gotta realize there's no magic pill in this earth, right? You cannot be expect. Oh damn, I got thumbs down. Oh shit, it's all good. Engagement is engagement, man. But gotta realize you can't like expect this to be a freaking magic pill, bro. Like I think people have this really flawed view on courses, like it's gonna be like Captain Save-A-Ho for you, that it's gonna solve all your problems, because that is simply not true. What it does is it teaches you the skills so that you can solve your problems, you can apply it, right? It makes it a lot easier because you're literally leveraging someone else's prior experience, right? So yeah, I feel so fucking strongly about this because, dude, it pisses me off when people are like, oh, like this course doesn't work. I'm just like, well, did you put in the work? Every single book, even the shitty books I've read, I've always picked up something. I've always picked up something about like, hey, this sucks because of XYZ. Let's not do that in my content. Or even if you can pick up one thing that will propel and have exponential growth for your channel, don't you think that's worth it? For me, I think that's worth it. And here's the thing, like I have at least 1 million views, total views, I think 1.1 or some shit like that. I don't even know. I'm not that famous, but like I'm a very small channel, but I'm telling you, there's so much room to grow, right? Yeah, so anyways, who it's for, basically, I would say like if you're really starting, I would highly recommend it as your first course. Maybe if you're a lot more experienced, maybe someone like Matt Tran, it becomes a little iffy, but I still think that you can learn 1 or 2 things that you're not implementing, not doing, or something that you can do to really exponentially grow your channel, right? So yeah, man, like for a lot of people it's very profound. For me, it was just kind of like, yeah, it's good, but I think I'll still say, even though I didn't have those same profound moments like in HTC, I would say that the best moments for me, like it made me leave very confident about my YouTube strategy now. And for me, if you know, I'm a Sapphire Pearl, man. I am not an analytics guy. Having someone walk you step by step about the having someone walk you step by step through the analytics, man, that was a game changer for me, man. That was a huge game changer for me because I actually look at them now. If you follow my Instagram, you can see when I post up timestamps and stuff of my day, I literally look at my analytics every day. I know how to read my analytics and analyze what I should do more, what should I do less, and all that sort of stuff, right? So yeah, I guess like for the 5 people that are watching, I know it's kind of late, but do you guys have any questions about the course and stuff? So JP, I don't even know if you're a troll or not, but I'm going to answer your question. How do you support yourself if you don't work, Kevin? Well, that's where you got it wrong. Like, dude, I have clients. I have a high ticket closing agency. So I have clients and I do work. I work pretty fucking hard, you know? So I try to build out my own offers on the side. And for immediate money, I just rely on my clients as well. So, anyways, I would say for Dan Locke's closing, like, and here's some results, because there's some people that just want like instantaneous like results and shit. And I would say that like the two things that really helped me out a lot was I actually closed my first brand deal, and tomorrow I actually have a phone call with someone I might do an affiliate deal with. It really helped me kind of hone down on my avatar and who I was helping. So I know for sure, like I there's a lot of people who follow me for high ticket closing, right? And there's a lot of people who follow me for pharmacy and who fucking hate their jobs and stuff like that. And so, what is most true to me? And what I realized was that what I want to do is just like give alternative paths for different pharmacists to just get out of pharmacy. It just helps everyone. Like, it helps free up the job market for pharmacists. And there's a lot of cool people I've met like on my journey being an entrepreneur as well, right? AZ says, is this the Kevin Yee podcast experience podcast? Yeah, it's the Kevin Rogan experience, bro. Yeah. I don't know. There's something I'll tell you this too. There's something about putting on headphones and monitoring your own sound that is really cool. It makes you take it a lot more seriously. Like when I don't have that feedback, I guess it feels so weird. I feel like you can riff forever. JP Young says, what do you hate about pharmacy? Well, here's the thing. I mean, pharmacy, like for a lot of people, it seems like really hard, but after a while you get kind of good at it. But here's the thing. You can't even freaking enjoy life with pharmacy. At least like what I was doing. Can I speak for all pharmacists? No. But I really think that, hey, you can be doing so much more if you really want to. And for me, I'm a family person. I want to be able to grow with my kids, spend the time that I want, like with my kids. I want to put in the hard work that it takes to build a fucking empire and just really kill it, you know? I want to be going on, like, I want to travel and stuff. Like, I never got to do that with pharmacy because I was stuck at the pharmacy all the time. It's not a, like, and people don't realize it, like, until they actually get into it. So pharmacy is actually one of those careers that a lot of people look up to, but everybody's fucking miserable in it. Talk to a lot of different pharmacists. Is every pharmacist miserable? No, of course not. How do you become a high ticket closer? Joshua, I have a whole playlist about that. You can go check it out, man, on my page. Just go on my homepage, man. Do you rent or own? I rent. The problem with pharmacy supply exceeds demand now. Yeah, well, the demand isn't there, and that's why wages are going lower and lower, man. Like, and that's why I feel like it's my obligation to kind of spread my message to younger pharmacists, people who aren't in it yet. Give them the full truth. I don't care if they do pharmacy or don't. Like, it's up to you if you want to do pharmacy. I'm doing my part in contributing back to the pharmacy world by helping people give alternatives, right? And I believe, like, I've encouraged a lot of different pharmacy channels to start up because of me, actually. My boy Brian Fung, he now has a following. My friend Mimi, she has, I don't know if she still has a following. She stopped posting up videos, but I've gotten to meet really cool people too, like Paul Tran. He was like one of the innovators. Like, he was one of the first pharmacy channels, right? It is so freaking cool to do something like YouTube because you guys just get to meet so many cool people. YouTube has forever changed my world, and that's why I really want people, like, if you guys are interested in YouTube, you guys should just do it. Don't wait, man. Like, because I forgot who told me this. Maybe it was Zach King or something, but he was telling me the market for like YouTube is going to like double within the next like 2 or 3 years. So if you don't do YouTube, you're going to be behind in the dust. You know what I mean? So JP Young says maybe you're headed in the right path. Well, I know I'm headed in the right path because guess what? I'm building real assets, right? And I'm starting to see like growth within my company and stuff, which is crazy. I'm starting to be profitable, right? And I'm just like, holy shit, this is real. This is so real. And I'll tell you this, because I invested early, it helped me out so much. Like it helped me out so much. Yeah. Anyways, right. We got 8 people in here. For all 8 people watching this, yo, hit the thumbs up or hit the thumbs down button. Just engage, man. Let's get real life feedback. If you hate this shit, thumbs down it. I don't care. But just make sure to engage somehow. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell. See? Shameless plug. AZ says thoughts on Andrew Yang. I really don't have an opinion on it. I think it sounds good, but I am not really a politics type of guy, man. Not really my thing. He's trying a high ticket office, close the highest ticket office in the land. Read more about Andrew's platform. He might be supported by George. Oh, yay. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. But anyways, I guess like my major thing about like not high ticket closing, to be your own horn is just like, hey, don't go in with the expectation of thinking that this course is going to change your life immediately, right? This is more of a 2 to 3 year plan, like play, and of course you can make it like, there's some channels like Vanessa Lau, like I've been following her channel. Literally, like January, she launched her channel. She's all the way up to 35K now in a very short amount of time. So like, no doubt you guys can see a very quick like turnaround, but you have to have like a very strong strategy. And I think it helps having a strong strategy like that, like doing what Dan Locke, like seeing some of his mistakes and stuff like that. I made and going through the course, I realized I made so many freaking mistakes, man. Made tons of mistakes. Samuel Kinney, I'm a pharmacist. How do I become like you and leave it all together? Hey, first of all, I appreciate, man. You want to be like me. I would say learn a high income skill, and I would say like learn something like digital. Like for me, keep in mind, I'm very entrepreneurial, so I know like I'm going to be launching a video in the next few days, so make sure to stay tuned to my channel. But I'm like, I would say you have to break it down like this. Do you want to be more entrepreneurial, or do you want a more like a different 9 to 5? There's nothing wrong with being in a 9 to 5. If you are in the 9 to 5 and you're a pharmacist, or if you want to go in the 9 to 5 route and be a pharmacist, I would say, hey, apply for a PBM job. You can easily do prior authorization reviews and stuff like that, and all that. Really easy to get. That's pretty easy to get into. I would say that's the lowest hanging fruit for most community pharmacists. If you're in in those places, you can always go back to residency too. I mean, it might suck having taking that pay cut, but at least you're learning. It'll position you differently for a different skill. Do I think that's absolutely necessary? No, I think connections will ultimately win. You can apply to hospital jobs. A lot of hospitals still take, like really well-known hospitals like Cedars-Sinai and stuff, like here in California, they accept a lot of retail community pharmacists, man. So there's a lot of different routes. You can do consulting. There's a lot of different things. And as I grow my channel and I invite more pharmacy entrepreneurs on my channel, I want to share all that with you guys. So yeah, man, I'm going to help you. I want to help people like you, Samuel, because I've felt like I've helped a lot of those early students like decide whether pharmacy is for them. But I really want to help this current generation who are like me. And I would say if you want to go more entrepreneurial route, dude, learn the 2 most important skills: closing and marketing. You're going to need that no matter what. Whether you're running a team and you want to be your own business owner, or you want to close deals, you need to learn how to communicate your vision and sell your vision to others. So important, because you got to keep people motivated keep going, right? Especially if you're just getting started, right? Rome wasn't built by one person. Rome was not built in a day. It was built over time with really, really great people, right? So I would say learn something like closing, learn something like marketing. And that's what Dan Locke is trying to kind of conquer, like, on that side. Are there other great courses? Yeah, there's tons of other great courses. I really like Scott Ulsford. He's really inspirational. Like, I'm in one of his courses right now. Really, really great. I've taken like Billie Jean and stuff too, but I would say, like, yeah, like I've taken some really good courses, but just studying all that sort of stuff. And I've taken most of Ramik's courses too. So if you guys have any questions about that, just let me know as well. Man, this turned into a pharmacy Q&A, bro. You said you hate some of the classes you took. Then what are some of the more helpful classes? Honestly, uh, at the end of the day, I think you learn the most from just real practice, to be honest with you. I think you learn the most actually applying it. And same goes with business, same goes with real life. You know, you can take all the courses that you want, take all the different things, but really it comes to just to be implementing, man. And I think, like, for pharmacy, it really comes down to not residency, rotations, where you learn the most. Pharmacy profession is dying, maybe learn a new skill set, and that's what I promote on this channel, man. Because I don't think pharmacy, I honestly think I'm not Miss Cleo, okay, but I don't have high hopes for community pharmacy in the future. Like, I don't know if it doesn't make sense to keep like, I would, if I were a business owner, I would want to automate that as soon as possible, as much as I can. Maybe not completely, but I would try to do it as quick as possible. Do you look up to Martin Shkreli, who studies pharmacy and make money entrepreneurially? No, I don't really know him. Martin's an opportunist. What he did was highly immoral. Don't really know about scaffold hopping. Oh, think looking for new molecules of drugs. What's your ideal work hours then? Honestly, it doesn't even, see, when you're doing something that you really love and you're building like assets. Like for me, I just love doing YouTube. That's why I'm up at like 10:41 p.m. just shooting a live stream with y'all, because I really love doing it. I think it's fun, man. It's really fun. I get to meet really cool people. So when you do that, work and personal life become very, very blurred, to be honest with you, right? It becomes very blurred and it's hard to distinguish. So for me, like, dude, I don't really have ideal work hours, but maybe that's why I get burnt out too, because I don't have like strict guidelines, right? No opinion. I have no idea. I don't know who these people are. I'm pretty much like one track minded, bro. Like, I don't even really follow that many people in the pharmacy world anymore. Although I'm trying to reach out to them and just have them on my podcast and stuff, or my video cast, whatever you want to call it. I'm just gonna be uploading really cool content that you guys will just love. And that, of course, was probably inspired by Dan Locke too. Like, seeing, like, because he analyzes a lot of different channels, and I was like, who are the channels that I watch the most? Well, I really like Joe Rogan a lot. That's really cool. Who else do I watch? I like Dan Locke's. I haven't been, I'll be honest, I haven't been really like I'm a bad student. I haven't been keeping up with like Dan Locke like highly intensely, right? But I follow him, right? And I watch his videos. Like, I watch all his new videos. I try to study what he does. But I used to really love his videos, but it gets kind of repetitive over time, which is good, because that means, hey, I'm learning shit, right? So I follow him. I follow, who else? London Real, man. I love London Real. London Real is the shit, bro. But I follow all these long form podcast type of things. I'm just like, maybe I should do more long form content, because it just doesn't feel like work. Editing videos, coming up with content, making them really engaging is really, really difficult for me sometimes. You know, like, editing is not my forte, but like, that's the thing too. I realized that I need help with my YouTube channel, so I actually recruited people to, like, I don't want to make it seem like I have a team. I don't have a team for my YouTube. I just have one person really helping me out with my YouTube channel, and like that was because of Dan Locke. So I think like the course really opened my eyes to the system, like the systematic approach that I need to have if I want 1 million subscribers, right? And I think he teaches you a really important concept called modeling, where you take someone who is already really successful and go backwards, right? And if you think about it, one of the big inspirations for me is actually Matt Tran. Actually, he helps a lot of engineers leave their job and find alternative paths in life. I want to do the same thing for pharmacists. Who better else than me, who is a pharmacist and who is really into entrepreneurship, to share that with people? That's me, man. And that I believe like no one else can compete with me in that niche, man. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I'm sometimes a black sheep of pharmacy too, because I'm the only one that will really stick up and tell people like, hey, don't do pharmacy. Like open up a YouTube channel, do something else, man. So yeah, I like, dude, I'm so excited for different like if this helps other pharmacists start up their YouTube channel and do something else, man, it would mean the fucking world to me, man. So yeah, man, I just want to share really, really great resources. And I think Dan Locke's YouTube course is probably the best YouTube course I've taken. And think about this, it's only version 1. Think about how many reiterations of this tube your own horn thing he's gonna have, right? He's gonna have so many. He's gonna keep on making it better and better and better, right? It's really exciting to be part of that, man. What I think about Grant Cardone, he's good, man. I don't know. He's kind of like 10x this, 10x that. I honestly have his book 10x. It's all right. And I'm not saying that because of just Dan Locke. I follow Jordan Belfort, okay? So I look at other people like Dan Locke's competitors because I believe you can learn from all of them. Why not? If you want to be the best closer and you want to be very influential, you have to learn from, you can't be so one-track minded. I know Dan might, I don't know if Dan would kill me if I said that, but who cares, man? Like, I think it's real, like, this is what I believe. I think you should learn from a lot of different people. You should try to implement, you should try to find your own style from other people, leverage other people's experience. That's why you take courses. That's why I buy courses on, I have multiple digital marketing courses because I want to become a master at it. I want to be able to apply different things. People have different angles, perspectives, right? And so that's how you build your own style, right? So, yeah. Would you join the Navy SEALs? I think I'm a little too old for that, but dude, I think like I respect the SEALs so much. Like one of my favorite books right here, Extreme Ownership right here, baby. U.S. Navy SEALs Lead and Win. So I love this. I love this book. I love Jocko. Does jujitsu and shit. Really great guy, man. How good are our chances of pharmacists doing some kind of pharma startup and making drugs? No idea, man. That is not my specialty. Although I do know one person who got a pharmacy acquired, but not a startup big pharma company. It's really hard. It costs a lot of money. It requires a lot of venture capitalist money, man. That would be great, but the costs are enormous. Investors like George Soros can make it possible. Maybe you're right. Maybe like an AIDS vaccine or some sort. Yeah, man. That is a different, like, dude, that is a different form of entrepreneurship that is like, to me, is really intimidating, but you know, who knows in the future? I really want to become like a shark or an angel or something like that. That'd be really, really fun. Anyways, guys, I have my dinner right over here. I hope that answered a lot of your questions about high ticket closing, even though not high ticket closing, tube your own horn and shit. Even though we talked a lot about YouTube and shit. We talked about a lot about pharmacy and stuff, but I just want to kind of show you like the pivot behind my channel and how I'm switching things up. I'm going to be making things a lot more organized, and thanks to Dan and his teachings to help me with my positioning and rethink everything and kind of like realize that, hey, it's not, the major thing is like, hey, the problem is not me personally. It's just my strategy going into YouTube. And like I said, I think this course would be great for someone who's just starting out. And even if you're more experienced, maybe you can pick up one or two things that you realize that you're not implementing enough, right? And you bring more awareness to drive more actions, right? So, anyways, JP Young says thanks for a live, Kevin. Appreciate it, guys. I'll do more of these if you guys want, but yeah, man, and probably I won't do it so late because gotta go jujitsu in the morning and shit, and get those rolls in, and go lift. But anyways, guys, love you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Peace. Feels like summer.